New species mods for Planet Zoo are some of the best things that we've ever had. Being able to really bring in whatever species you want into Planet Zoo has been a absolute joy to go over the past year or so. But we've come upon a problem within a few recent updates, and it's the fact that there's now a limit on species in Planet Zoo. If you've ever dabbled in Planet Zoo modding before and you have over a certain amount of species, you might notice that some of the icons might get messed up. You might notice that you might be missing your aardvark and African buffalo, and so on and so forth. There is a limit to however many species you can put into Planet Zoo, and it will continue to get smaller and smaller as time goes on. Welcome everyone back to the channel. My name is Leaf, and it's so great to have you guys over here today as we kind of talk about a ongoing issue within Planet Zoo. So there's a species limit, and it was just recently installed into Planet Zoo. I believe it was only 1 or 2 updates ago where we started to notice issues like this, and it's really a huge drawback to the game, not only for right now, but potentially even in the future. Planet Zoo will continue to get new DLCs as time goes on, and Planet Zoo will also continue to shrink that species limit with each passing DLC. Currently, before the release of Grasslands Pack, we are looking at around 148 new species that you can add into Planet Zoo. And after this pack gets released, be it an animal pack, we're looking at 141 new species that will be the new limit that you can install. Now, of course, before we get more into the thick of this, this doesn't count for prop mods, this doesn't count for remasters, doesn't even count for Planet Zoo Plus. It's specifically mods that add new species into the game. And again, this doesn't matter for exhibit animals specifically as well, because exhibit animals are on a completely different kind of like scale than actual habitat animals. Now, my friend Gaboy brings up a really good point over here, and I'm gonna screenshot their little thing from the forum post. It says that medium zoos have upwards of 250 species. They can be literally anything from invertebrates to mammals to anything else. And this is a huge issue to me, because when I build specific zoos, I build for a specific amount of animals and specific types of animals. I have the Planet Zoo roster taking up a large majority of animals I really wouldn't use. I'm looking at like the proboscis monkey, I'm looking at the black wildebeest, and these animals will continue to be kind of like eyesores on the list until this limit is bumped up. Whether it be bumped up to around 1024 or even half of that at 512 being the limit, I would really very much appreciate Planet Zoo take a look at this, and I would really appreciate your support. I've linked the actual forum post down below for you guys to check out and kind of voice your concern for the actual species limit. Frontier has been known to really take a whole look at the forums and really take into the stuff that's said on there into account, and this is something that it's completely necessary. It's necessary not only for the game that we have right now, but the game that we're going to have in the future. We were around 10 or 12 years playing with Zoo Tycoon 2. I was one of the people who played that all the way up until Planet Zoo, and I don't know. I can't imagine what it would have been like if I had to manage my downloads like that. I had to manage what species I had installed at a certain amount of time. And if I wanted to go back to another map, I would have to uninstall those and reinstall new ones. It's really so arbitrary that I feel like this is something that Frontier, they don't need to directly acknowledge, but they could really handle this on the inside, as long as you guys show your support to this. So again, the forum post is linked in the description down below. This is something I really feel so strongly about, as well as I bet so many of you out there. This has been something that has really been kind of disassociating, I guess, modders from actually modding the game, because what's the point if people are going to have limits, if people are going to constantly report bugs for this issue that we didn't cause. But I wanted to thank you guys one last time for even stopping by. Thank you for showing your support in advance. You guys are the best. All your voices matter. Be sure to drop them on the forums. And I hope you guys have the most wonderful of wonderful days. Take care, and bye-bye now.